Definitely gets your heart pumping. Right, what's going on? So, wanted to send just a little quick vid here. Got a couple of weights in the background, and just wanted to kind of do a bit of a little circuit training workout today. You know, working out for me has actually sometimes been really difficult, where it is hard for me to go and like move my body in structured ways. I've always enjoyed basketball and, just, I don't know, going on walks and things like that. But the thing that's really helped me through this process has been just not being afraid to move my body in ways that I enjoy. And I think that that's a big key, is to um, do things that are fun for you, do things that are easy for you. I've never been a gym rat. I'm just not the type of guy that likes to go to the gym, and um, but I enjoy, getting a good pump and doing those things. And I think, some functional training workouts are really good for that. And I get outside, I get some sunlight, I get a tan on my pasty skin. Like, it's great. So today I just typed in ChatGPT. I have 15s, 30s, and then this little bar thing is technically, it says 40 pounds. It doesn't feel 40, but that's what the box said. It was a Christmas gift at work. So I just typed in, hey, this is what I have. This is kind of what I want to do, kind of like a circuit training program. And it spit it out for me in 30 seconds. And that's what I'm going to do in today. So thanks for being here. Definitely looking forward to this. And let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to do some farmer's carries down and back, some squats with the bar, some overhead presses, some step ups, just some things that are easy, simple, but move the body well. Not doing any PRs. I'm just moving my body today, and it's going to feel great. The breeze feels good, the sun is out, and let's get to it. Okay, down and back farmer's carry. Here we go. So the thing that I really like about the farmer's carry is that it works some good grip strength. Something that I wouldn't say I'm particularly great at. I don't have the best grip strength in the world, but this is nice. Feels good and gets the blood flowing pretty good. I gotta say, definitely, the box said 40 pounds, but I'm just gonna call this 30, because it really doesn't feel like 40 pounds. So, and because I've never been a weight guy, my form isn't fantastic. So I gotta get better at that. As you guys know, I love doing calisthenics, and I'll do more of that here. But I definitely, need to work on good forms. I know I want to drive through my heels. And that's another reason why the weight isn't anything crazy, because I'm still working on that. I want to be able to build that strength, build that endurance, while I'm taking care of my joints and things. So that's that. So this one is going to be just some step ups on the rock here. 15s, nothing crazy, but adding a little bit of resistance there requires a little bit of balance. These are nice. Definitely gets your heart pumping, gets you moving, and feels good. I think the key is, when you're wanting to get back into moving your body, or maybe it's been years and years since you've moved your body, the key is just to start with small, simple things. Especially if you were, really strong or really fast. I know a lot of us look to our high school days as like when we were kind of at a peak prime of athleticism. And if you're in your 30s like me, well, you're not in high school anymore. Next, we're just gonna do some overhead presses with the 15s. So, going back to the idea of getting back into working out, you just gotta take it easy, right? You're not trying to ego. You're not trying to, best that score you hit senior year. You gotta work up to it, and you gotta be patient with yourself. But the idea is just to get that movement, get that sunlight, and really try and have good form as best as you can, so that you don't get injured. Okay, so now we're doing bear crawl, which a little bit of research looks like kind of stay on your toes, right? So you're not on your knees, you're more up on your toes, and then you're just moving across. So let's go. So this one definitely gets you breathing. And if you enjoy the movement, it's gonna be much easier to keep going, right? And that's what we call a state of flow, right? Too easy down here. It's not engaging enough. It's not, challenging enough to go. Keep doing it. Too hard outside of the state of flow, well, then you're really having to dig in to that mental element, and you're really having to push yourself to drive in, and that can make it more difficult to stay consistent. But if you get in that nice sweet spot, that flow state where it's challenging enough but not too much, then you're able to keep going, right? You're able to keep moving and have that consistency that is really gonna propel that change forward. So, okay, we're gonna finish up with another farmer's day. I'll show you the 30s. That way I'm not lying. They're not too heavy, but it's what I have to work with. And just work with what you can, So the key is 1% better every day, right? Okay, so you had a tough time with the meal yesterday. Maybe you had too much dessert. Maybe you just ate too much in general. That's been my biggest thing. The biggest challenge for me has definitely been the kitchen. I would say that's probably most people's biggest challenge. I like to overeat. I like the feeling of, feeling full, not just satisfied. Let's do one more. And so I've had to train. I gotta eat slower, chew my food more, start with things like a salad or good protein, before I'm diving into some carbohydrates. See right there, really starting to feel it in the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Feels good. So that was just the first set. I'm gonna do 3 more of these guys. I won't bring you along with me, but I just want you to know that you're way more capable than you give yourself credit for. And it doesn't matter where you're starting. Don't compare yourself to other people. Go out, get those steps in, get that walk in. Walking is so vital, it's so important, it's so big. And it's something that you can do. Helps you wake up in the morning, helps you not feel so ick after a heavy lunch, right? Nighttime walks are nice. It's just a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive and working towards an elevated level of gratitude. right? All of us have challenges, all of us have things that we're going through, but being able to dive into what I'm grateful for, looking at that, focusing on that, elevates that mood. Because the moment we focus on what we're grateful for, as opposed to what's missing, it changes the chemical connection. It begins to release different neurochemicals that begin to flow through our bloodstream, and therefore having a different reaction in our body. So um, that's it for today, guys. Really appreciate you being here. Put down in the comments what you guys are doing today to move your body, even if it's simple. Would love to hear from you. And as always, signing off, keep the faith.